Okay, hello students. Today we are going to begin with adjectives. I know we have already done adjectives, but I wanted you to have this video with you so that you can go through it whenever you have a doubt. So this video will be your ready reckoner for adjectives. So we will first look at what are adjectives. We all know adjective is a describing word. Yes, an adjective describes nouns. We have done nouns in details. So now we will start off with adjectives. Adjectives always describe a noun. Always remember that. So, and most of you are very comfortable whenever we have sentences to be made. You generally use almost all words like an adjective. So don't do that, students. You'll have to understand that adjective will always describe a noun and it is generally positioned before the noun. Can you see? The intelligent girl answered all the questions correctly. So which is the noun here? The girl. And which is the adjective? Intelligent. And the word adjective, intelligent, will always precede the noun, not succeed. Succeed means after, precede means before. So it will always be positioned before a noun. Fine. Okay. So there are five types of adjectives. So which are the five types? Let us go through them. Qualitative, quantitative, possessive, interrogative, and demonstrative. Now we have already done possessive adjectives. Remember when we were doing pronouns? Yes, we have done possessive adjectives. It talks about a relationship or ownership of a noun. And we had spoken about this that they don't have any apostrophes. They will never have any apostrophe, possessive adjectives. Now, what are qualitative? They talk about the quality of the noun. It can talk about the size, shape, color, some kind of attribute, any quality. Attribute means quality. Quantitative, it will talk about some number. It can be a number of the countable nouns, and in the case of uncountable nouns, it will talk about the amount. Okay. And for interrogative, it is always used to ask questions. They will talk about the nouns they qualify in the form of a question. Demonstrative, they will point at a noun to understand which noun is being referred to when we are talking about it. Fine. So, for example, remember whenever these words, see, these words can be used with other parts of speech also. But when they are used with a noun, they become an adjective. Okay, so when a word, like for example, let us begin with the last sentence. I've given you some sentences. The demonstrative adjective, the word that. Now that here is used as an adjective because it is talking about the app. That app. Which app? That app. I was talking to you about that app yesterday. That means you have referred to it already before, and so you are referring it again, and so you're talking about a particular app. So that app. So that's an, because it is talking about the noun and it is talking about pointing out at a particular app. So it is a demonstrative adjective. We are moving uh, uh, from the bottom to the top. Okay, so we finished demonstrative. Next we go on to interrogative. Whose mask is missing? My God, in Corona times, don't tell me if anybody's mask is missing. Mask should never be missing. Fine, all of us should wear masks when we go out. The golden rule. So, whose mask is missing? So, whose is the adjective? Interrogative, adjective, whose. Whose mask is missing? Because mask is the noun. Correct. Now, possessive, it is their decision. Whose decision? Their decision. So it is talking about an ownership, about somebody's decision. Okay. And see, no apostrophe there. Quantitative, please follow the 7 steps mentioned in the book. Some rules. How many steps? 7 steps. Now, qualitative, a large crowd was getting impatient. The large crowd was getting impatient. So it can be large, it can be tiny, it can be the angry crowd. So whatever is described, that is qualitative. It talks about the size, shape, color, attribute. Are you clear, students? Good. Okay, so now we are also going to learn about how nouns and verbs can be used as adjectives. Remember the story, January night? Yes, and also the story, the listeners. I'm sure you've come across epithets. In which chapter did we come across epithets? Yes, it was in the listeners. We have used nouns as adjectives. Now we should also learn how nouns and verbs both can be used as adjectives. Now, how can the noun be used as an adjective? When the word noun, for example, the word butter. Now, the cake came out butter. I put butter on my toast. Yes, the cake came out easily off the butter paper. When do we use a butter paper? Have you heard of a butter paper? Yes, when you bake cakes, you need the butter paper. It's actually those tracing papers, and it has an oily feel, and it doesn't stick. Nothing can stick onto that paper. So the cake came out easily off the butter paper. So here the butter is used to describe a noun. Which is the noun? Paper. What is the adjective? Butter. So butter is not as in butter, but paper with a buttery feel. That is the adjective. So that is why we are using a noun as adjective here. So you can have dual roles of a verb for a word. Sometimes certain words can be used as nouns. The same words can be used as adjectives. You just have to be conscious of them because how they are used. See, whenever you see the word butter, you don't blindly think that it is a noun. It can also be used as an adjective. So you'll have to look at the sentence and decide whether it's a noun or an adjective. That is the purpose of you to understand this. Clear? Similarly, verbs also, like for example, sleeping. He is sleeping. Am I sleeping? He is sleeping all the time. It is not good to sleep. So sleep, sleeping, all these are verbs. But here look at the word look at the word sleeping. She was called the sleeping beauty. So the word sleeping is actually describing the word beauty. What kind of a beauty? A sleeping beauty. I'm sure all of you have read the story of the sleeping beauty. Yes. Oh, we have all read it in our childhood, isn't it? A wonderful fairy tale of the sleeping beauty princess. Yes. So she was called the sleeping beauty as she seldom paid attention in class. What do you mean by seldom? Rarely. Very rarely she paid attention. She would never pay attention. So we can say that she is the sleeping beauty of the class. Am I clear, students? Okay, so now we will learn how verbs can be used as adjectives. We had already referred to that, sleeping beauty, but here you can use it in two ways. One is like the present participle. Like, for example, you had already done it in the previous uh, example, we have seen sleeping beauty. The same way, talking Tom. Fine, it talks about it always, generally, takes the ing form, these present participles. Talking Tom app, the shining stars of the sky, all these are participles. Now, which are these are the present participles. What about the past participle? Remember, break, broke, broken. Okay, so broken is the past participle of the word break, of the verb break. So when we're using past participles, they can also be used as adjectives. For example, when you say, I have broken the vase, it's it's a past participle verb. I have broken. It's a verb there. But here when I talk about I picked up the broken vase, the broken particles of the vase, or the broken vase is of no use. So there we are using it as an adjective. Why? Because it is talking about the vase. Broken is talking referring to the vase which is broken. And the car here, painted car. I painted the car. I painted the car. There it is a verb. But here the painted car looks so beautiful. So it is actually describing the car which is painted. So therefore, here verbs are used as adjectives and you can use them both as a present participle or as a past participle. Just be aware of this, students. You need to be aware of these things. Fine. Now we are coming to the most fun part of adjectives, that is the order of adjectives. Fine. We have suppose we have a sentence when we want to say when we are describing something and we are really excited and we are describing something and we are using too many adjectives together for one noun. Remember, we need to understand that when we are using a lot of adjectives in a singular sentence, then we need to take care of this order. Fine. So, I have made a little correction here. Okay, I have made a little correction here. So please note this slide very, very carefully. The first thing that should come is the opinion. Your opinion. Your opinion is a very important factor. So first thing first is opinion, then the size of the adjective, then the size of the noun, then the shape, then the age of it, then the color, origin, material, and the qualifier means what kind of category. Qualifier means category. In which category does it come? Material, out of which material it has been done. Origin, from where is it? What is the color? What is the age of that particular? What is the shape? What is the size? What is the opinion? Now, my dear students, you have to understand that you will not get all these in one particular sentence. Maybe you have done the exercise C, I'm sure, but I think after watching this video, you must do this exercise once again, because you'll have to put the opinion first, then the size, then the shape, age, color, origin, material, and lastly, the qualifier. But after the qualifier, what will you put? You will put the noun, absolutely, because we are using adjectives to talk about the noun. Now, a sentence may not have all these. It may just have, probably, it can have the qualifier, it can have the age, it can have the opinion. Fine. So, but you will have to still follow the order. If whatever is not there, you don't talk about that, you delete that, you ignore that, but whatever is there should be in this order. So what is the order? O sa sha com q. O sa sha com q. O sa sha com q. O sa sha com q means opinion. Sa for size, sh for shape, a for age, k for color, o for origin, M for material, and Q is for the qualifier. O Sasha Com Q. If you remember this, or you could remember this sentence as a sample sentence. I bought a cute little long. I bought a cute little long new black German steel toy car. There should be 8. Okay, if you have this in mind, then you don't have to memorize that. I bought a cute little long new black German steel toy car. I bought a cute little long new black German steel toy car. I think it's not very difficult to memorize. You can say it and repeat it and you will get it. I bought a cute little long new German black steel toy car. So cute is your opinion, size is the little, long is the shape, new is the age, black is the color, German is the origin, material is steel, qualifier is toy. I remember when I went to Germany, I bought a few BMW toy cars. Yes, as fridge magnets. They're beautiful. Okay, and so I bought a cute little long new black German steel toy car. Okay, so if you remember this, you don't have to bother about the order of adjectives. Fine. Okay, so that's all we have in this lesson. And the adjectives, we have learnt about types of adjectives. We have learnt about how nouns and verbs can be used as adjectives. And we have also learnt about the position of the adjectives and the order of adjectives. Yes, how we are placing the adjectives in what order when there are more than one adjective to describe a noun in a particular sentence. So next we will move on to the degrees of comparison of adjectives. When we want to compare one noun with the other, what are the degrees of adjectives? That we will do in the next video. Fine. So stay safe and stay at home and take care and study well. Okay.